Hey guys. Hello. I'm on the couch. I swear I left the house. I left the house. Oh, my head itches. My house is a mess. I'd give you a tour, but it's very, very messy. I thought Lady Gaga was incredible. And then I didn't watch anything else because I decided to go to a Mexican restaurant. And there was nobody there. It was fun. Highly recommend going to restaurants when the Super Bowl's happening. Hi, Saeed. I think I said it. I had little tiny tacos, and I had the best brunch today, so I didn't want to eat too much dinner because I was still full. I didn't see Beyonce's performance. These are my natural eyebrows. No makeup on. Not a stitch of makeup. Not a fucking stitch of makeup. My poor face has been pulled through all the years of facelift tapes. I do have the Miss Fame earrings. They're in my room. I keep everything. I really do. I have all my artwork in there from my fans at meet and greets. It's cool. It's so cool, actually. I really appreciate it. I wanted to say that yesterday was my first city for my tour, and you guys showed up for me. That room had a good group of people, and I had press. My friends from Elle Magazine were there. Out Magazine were there. A blogger, this wonderful girl, was there. My friend Raymond Braun was there, who I did Snapchat videos with tonight at the restaurant we went to. And so a little bit of everybody. And everyone that was in support from the press side was people that have been a part of my evolution since I was before Drag Race and during the exposure and post Drag Race, keeping an eye on me on social media. And I literally, I had a blast. It was extremely intensive. I've done one class before. I do a lot of personal artistry where I work with people one-on-one, private clients, so that people that are kind of exploring drag or cross-dressers or whatever, whoever you are, however you identify, you get a chance to work one-on-one with me, and I get to give you education. So this was my first tour, as we know, and I feel like I'm so glad that people were able to support and be present for that. I had a lot of the gift bags were loaded with products and tools from people I work with regularly, and they came in attendance. It was just a good group of people. The attendees were fans and makeup artists and drag queens, men and women, and cisgendered, transgendered, whoever you may be, whatever you may be, and how you identify. I had a very good group of human beings in that audience. And what happened was, I did the transformation on Milk. Did you guys see the picture of Milk on my Instagram? What do you think of that photograph of Milk? Right? I'm so proud of it. It's not easy to do a transformation on somebody that you've never worked on before while you're working with challenges. Milk had expressed that he sweats when he performs, and that he uses Pros-Aid, which is a product I don't use often, but I use it on clients that do sweat. So to cover his brow, I usually use a glue stick. And then we did that, and there's just learning on the job. I do that, but it's not a part of my usual Miss Fame trickery, but I know that trick. So it was I was explaining it, and I was very candid about why I use what I use and when I would try something else for some other purposes, depending on the person. And we were learning, as I was asking the audience their experiences with makeup and what they do when they're getting into drag. It's really cool. And it was funny, and we talked about Drag Race, we talked about queens, and we talked about experiences, and the tea was being spilt. And I felt like, I mean, I stand behind anything I say. If I say it in a room of people, I'd say it to someone's face. I would not say something I couldn't stand behind. It was so real, and I got a lot of positive feedback from my friends, and then the attendees were posting photographs of the gift bag. They were posting images from the event and talking about how they took 6 pages worth of notes, that there was so much information there. And not only was there information, there was a ton of stories. Somebody made mention that I should do a comedy show, because I don't really let people know how weird and funny I can get. But when I'm in a room like that, I was able to really facilitate. There wasn't a dry moment or a lack of. I really like there to be a conversation, that there's a sense of family and unity with the people there, because I know what it's like to be in attendance at a makeup class. I also know what it's like to be in respect of an artist that I'm watching work, but to know that I'm a person like you and that I'm creating content. I have a lot of respect for makeup and transformation, and I know that my drag persona visually is very serious, because I really like the visual of the supermodels and the inspirations. But behind all that, I'm just a weird, kind of nerdy, chicken-loving guy, and I'm obsessed with detail. But it was really freaking cool. So when I left, there was a few people I talked with a little bit afterwards. Somebody brought a Candy magazine, one of my attendees. Very sweet girl. And I haven't seen Candy magazine with me and Violet. You might have seen it on my Snapchat. Go check out my Snapchat, or follow me there. It's Miss Fame NYC, MISSFAME NYC, no spaces. It was awesome. I think I just saw. Anyways, follow me there. Keep an eye on my daily routine. I think I'm a bit more, my Snapchat, you know what it is? Snapchat is for me. I didn't understand what Snapchat was. I was kind of against it. I was like, what is this other social media I'm going to have to do? And my friends were telling me all about it, and I was skeptical to do another social media, because I focus on the ones I have and make them my daily focus, because I love talking with my audience. And I'm watching Modern Family right now because I love the show. It's so good. And then, what happened? I started doing it, and Nikki Tutorials got me turned on to my Snapchat more, like, how to and what it really is. Now I'm obsessed with it. I woke up early for a drag queen. I was up at 9. Usually get up later, because I like to sleep in, and I go to bed late because of like touring with Miss Fame and stuff. I don't usually get to bed till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So I wake up around noon. So my schedule's backwards. That's what happens when you do drag so much. But thank you for appreciating me talking. It's nice to hear. So what happened was, I woke up, I hung out in my room, I laid there and just like got into Snapchat, took a few pictures. The lighting was so beautiful. I used to do photography when I was in high school. I was obsessed with it. I mean, I'm a painter, and I did pastel and charcoal painting. That's my background. And then I'll show you a picture. Hold on. You'll appreciate this. I'll show you what I do. Hold on. And the lighting might be a little dark. I'm sure you've seen this on my Instagram. That's a picture of Patrick that I painted for his birthday. See? There's his eye. That's my work. I painted it for his birthday. I'm sorry, I don't want to. And then this is my Uma Thurman. Those are my pieces that I have left. I have another one behind the mirror over there, but I don't want to move the mirror. So my obsession with makeup ties in with my history in painting. I used to do a lot of portraits like the ones I just showed you. And the thing about that Uma Thurman painting is, when I was at Miley Cyrus VMA performance after party, I met David LaChapelle, the photographer of that painting. And I was introduced to him And David LaChapelle is an incredible photographer. If you know his work, if you don't know his work, I highly recommend checking out David LaChapelle. He's epic, fucking talented. And I was his Miss Fame. And I met him and we sat together and had like a heart-to-heart, and he was very open with me, and I showed him that picture because I have 2 paintings that were inspired from his work. It was so cool. It was like how my life became like, I was sitting in a room with the photographer that inspired paintings that I've replicated because I loved his work so much, and I was telling him, or showing him and connecting with him and feeling a mutual respect. Like, this entire thing has been unbelievable. To meet people that you've watched for years through your life growing up. Like, when I grew up on a farm as a kid watching MTV, I watched the VMAs. I watched Britney Spears dance with a snake on her shoulders. I watched everything. I was obsessed with pop culture, and being a kid that was like, that looks so cool. And I was like a little chubby and covered in pimples and not feeling my fantasy and talking to my chickens. And fast forward, I'm living in New York and I'm getting photographed by these incredible, talented photographers, and I can't even believe it. Like, I never would have thought at 18, 19, 18 or younger, older, that I would be able to have people pay attention to my work, like that you guys would really pay attention to what I do, follow me, support me, and that I have people interested that I respected for 15 years, that I painted paintings from their books. Be impressed. Trust me with their contact information and build a dialogue to just be in touch with. It's great. That's all. I'm just saying, I'm grateful. I know my energy is very chill right now. I just wanted to say I have a lot of love and respect for everybody that's been in support of me in return. You cannot create without the energy of support. I mean, you can create it, but what really fuels the fire of my creativity is being amongst people that respect what I do. It gives me so much. What also fuels my creativity is when somebody doubts me and they don't think I'm going to make it, or they're going to come for me because I post something like #VogueDreams. And then I start making strides and having attraction to those areas and making my headway, or I make it through. And it just shows that you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have social status to start this. You don't have to be perfect physically. You don't have to be anything that you think you need to be. But what you should be is passionate and determined. Because what fueled me in the beginning was the fact that nobody really got what I was doing as a kid, and I was different and sensitive, and I didn't really fit into the box that was really defined by my family's identity, athletic, and go to college or work for the state. And none of that made sense to me. And beauty spoke to me. Beautiful women spoke to me in photographs. And then I fast forward, and I've never stopped finding it fascinating. I'm still obsessed. But I don't have the same feelings I did when I was a kid. I'm all over the place. I'm a bit more realistic about it, and I also know that it will happen in time. It will happen. I'm super impatient. I'd hate waiting for things. The thing is, this last year, I've had full circle. This time last year, I was the first revealed for the Reveal on Drag Race. I was the one with the biggest social media audience at the time for our season. And then I had to kind of go through the waves and take a dip in social media and watch other people stay on the show and grow. And I never gave up. And I got off the show and I kept working, and then like fashion came around and I showed up to Fashion Week, and I hung out, with Violet and with my artist friends in New York and designers and photographers, and I kept showing up, and I'm here. I'm reading some things on here, and I'm not going to say it, but thank you guys for standing by me, because for the long haul, I guarantee you I'm going to be around. I'm going to be here for a very, very long time. As long as I do not pass away, and I'm not saying that lightly, I'm saying as long as I'm on this planet, I'm going to be around, and I'm going to create art that I'm inspired by, which is inspired by your request. I'm going to work with people that I would like to work with. I'm going to make beautiful content. I'm going to be a weirdo. I'm going to talk too much. I'm going to want everything. And I'm going to want, what do I mean by that? I try too hard. I've been told that before. Or I was talking with Raymond Braun, my friend, tonight. And he's like, we are known for trying too hard. People telling us, you tried too hard, you want it too hard, you want it too much. But there's a lot of successful people on the planet that want it too much. Like, they want it. Lady Gaga seems like one of those people. She wants it. And she doesn't care if you know that she wants it. She'll tell you that she wants it. But we love Lady Gaga. I love her. Gorgeous woman. Would love to paint her. I want it. I want to work with these people. I want to tell you that I want to work with them. I want to create it. I wanted to set my intention. When I was on that show, Drag Race, I said I'm a brand. People thought it was funny. But the thing is, I knew that the exposure and being in that platform was a chance for me to really stick to what I wanted to create long term. I thought 10 years. I didn't think crown me and that's it. I didn't just want the crown. I wanted success to build a life so I could have a home and have a family. Like, I wanted to build something real, okay? I want to make things work, you know, I want to build something up. Sorry, I get a little distracted. Modern Family has me at moments. So the last thing I'll say before, what do you think? The other thing that came up for me is about being, when I was on Drag Race, the thing that I was criticized was relying on pretty. Now, when somebody tells you, maybe for ratings, just to be dramatic, you cannot rely on pretty, or to Carmen Carrera, don't rely on that body. Look at what Carmen's achieved because she's relied on her beauty. She is a model agent. She's been photographed by the biggest photographers on the planet. She's a stunning woman because she stayed true to exactly what was right for her and what told her what was right for her. And I respect that. I was told about relying on pretty. Personally, I would not bend my personal direction in beauty because I thought about the long projection of what I wanted to achieve as Miss Fame, and sacrificing the integrity of my beauty that I created through Miss Fame for a runway, for a moment, was not worth it to me. It was worth standing true to what I wanted, which was to remain beautiful till the very end, for a reality show that catapulted a lot of energy and a lot of eyes on me. But it wasn't enough for me to sacrifice my integrity. And as a result, I've been able to work with people I honestly and truly have ultimate respect for, and they respect me in return. And they love that I'm glamorous, and I'm grateful that I was able to create art. And maybe not everybody gets it and understands why that matters, but I'm manifesting something I didn't have as a younger person when I created Miss Fame, the ultimate glamour, this amazing persona. And now I get to live with these amazing experiences because I created a persona that has things that I'd never known before, but only in my mind. Through her, I'm able to achieve that. But that's ultimately me. Deep down beyond her paint, Fame's face, is me. And it's happened, and I just want you guys to know that you can have that as well. So, somebody, whatever that may be, tells you whatever. It's not the end-all be-all of your identity. It's their opinion. It's not your opinion. So don't ever let them take that away from you. That's all I wanted to say, amongst many other things I've said. But I love you. I love you guys so much. And my art might not speak to everybody on the planet, but it speaks to a lot of people, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you guys. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be up a bit. I'll probably be on Snapchat. So if you guys want to see me acting weird or taking weird, beautiful, artsy, weird pictures, follow me at Miss Fame NYC on Snapchat. And if you don't have Snapchat, get it. It's fun. All right, I love you. Bye, babes.